December 31st. Meanwhile, a Clive bar is facing backlash after it allowed a man dressed as Hitler to enter and mingle on Halloween night. It happened at Miss Kitty's Country Bar at the intersection of 86th and Swanson on Friday. This man wore a Hitler mustache and a Nazi uniform with a swastika armband. Photos and videos quickly began circulating on social media. One of the photos taken of the man included two smiling women, one of whom was a volunteer coach for the Drake Women's Hockey Club. Following the incident, the university dismissed her and condemned the actions of all who were involved. Now, the bar owner is also being questioned for an interaction with a patron, one that was recorded of him saying it's just a costume when he was asked why he was there. WHO 13's Zach Fisher talked with the owner of Miss Kitty's. He joins us now live with more on the owner's response. It seems like he has kind of been changing his position since Friday night, Zach.
That's right, Andy, and it's this bar has been at the center of controversy over social media all over the weekend. As you mentioned, some changing comments from the owner here after a video recorded by a patron shows an interaction between her and the owner when she had confronted him, addressing him about the individual dressed as Hitler in the bar. So let's take a look at that.
Do you know that you have a guest here with an actual Nazi costume on?
Yeah, I'm not doing anything about it.
You're okay with Nazis being here?
No, but it's a costume.
So talking with owner E.J. Meyer just 30 minutes ago, he tells me that the bar was packed that night. He actually had not seen this individual until a couple of moments before this recording had happened. He tells me that in hindsight, he would have done things a whole lot differently.
I didn't see the swastika, you know, he just looked like a guy in kind of a black suit. Well, at that point in time, I was going to the office to get the stuff ready for our contest. I sat in the office, I probably wasn't in there 2 minutes, and I thought about it. Kind of had, I mean, you got to remember, we were at capacity. It's been a night. And at that point I said, okay, obviously this guy's creating a situation. He wasn't unruly or anything like that, but he was creating a situation where people were uncomfortable. So I met him over here by the patio door, and he was already leaving. And I just said to him, I think your costume's creating too much controversy. So looking back, I mean, once I had time to reflect on it in the office, I agree wholeheartedly with that. We're not that way. We welcome all types of life.
Now, I talked with the Jewish Federation of Greater Des Moines today, asking the executive director to respond to the comments that wasn't that video that was going viral on social media, in part with all of the photos of the specific individual. I asked for his specific response to the comment, it's just a costume.
It's not just a costume, it's a hate symbol. Put it in a different context. If this person had decided to show up dressed in blackface, what would the reaction be?
Bernstein reiterating to me today that the owner needs to be called out, specifically more so the individual, but the fact that he was allowed in here, anti-Semitism in any form needs to be called out in totality. Now, as for the owner here, Andy, there's a couple of events that have actually canceled here, a couple of musicians, etc. Myers also tells me that the staff here and himself are going to look over policy to make sure that an incident like this has no chance of ever happening again, specifically with the Halloween party, but just in general, 365 days a year that somebody wearing the full regalia can't be sitting in a public setting.
Yeah, social media has been a firestorm all weekend, and a lot of criticism falling on that bar, and of course on the individual himself, who we still haven't named at this point, but certainly has been alive on social media ever since Friday night. Thank you, Zach Fisher there.